These are all very important events in the life of the early Christian movement and the development of the New Testament scriptures. The scriptures don't emerge from the sky, they don't drop out of the sky and suddenly appear ready to use. They emerge from the lives of communities, they emerge from these complex interactions amongst cultural forces such as Hellenistic traditions and Jewish traditions and Roman power. They're very much embodied texts. They're texts that come from communities. They're texts that engage this world on a daily basis as early followers of Jesus work out what it means to be faithful in the different contexts and this multicultural world in which they find themselves. So we have in the New Testament texts kind of the result of an engagement and a reflection process of events and forces that have been taking place for a long time. The manual hasn't been written yet on how to be faithful to Jesus in all of these contexts. So by looking at these events, we're taking apart some of the fabric of this complex world, looking at some of the forces and putting them together to see ways that they shape aspects of the early Christian movement and the New Testament texts. Some of that shaping has to do with what the communities look like. Some of it has to do with the language they use. Some of it has to do with the concepts that they borrow and they redefine in order to shape their own identity. Some of it has to do with the practices of worship that they develop. Some of it has to do with how they read these Jewish scriptures. Some of it has to do with the very scary task of following someone who has been crucified by Roman power, yet continuing to live in a world where this power is an ongoing assertion. How do you do that on a daily basis? So that's why some of these events are very important. Obviously, there are lots of other events in the ancient world, but these are events that kind of provide focalized points of interaction that give us some insight into what's happening for this early Christian movement.